will begin the regular board meeting for Tuesday, November 18th, 2025. And we need to approve the agenda. Any changes, Lene?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we have 2 action items added, one for Lee Katzmarek, Minnesota paid family leave, and one for Brent Birkland, looking for authorization to purchase a network switch. We're starting with Resolution 25-92.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Thank you, Charlie.
A second.
Thank you, Jeff. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Rapp,
Yes.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Already approved draft minutes for November 4th, 2025.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from November 24th.
Thank you, Shane.
I'll second.
Thank you, Tim. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina.
Yes.
Rapp.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Sheriff, come on up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This morning I have 3 items, 2 donations, actually generous donations. The first donation is in the amount of $200. The donor preferred to remain anonymous. It is on record who the person is, but as far as today's meeting, they'd prefer to be anonymous. And they designated their donation to our fitness room fund. So I'd ask the board to accept the $200 donation.
Board's wishes.
I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 2592, donation for fitness room.
Thank you, Tim.
A second.
Thank you, Jeff. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina.
Yes.
Rapp.
Yes.
Way.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. The second donation was kind of a surprise. It's in the amount of $10,000 from Bob and Katie Winter. And they would like the half of it, so $5,000 used for the dive team, the search and rescue dive team, to purchase whatever items we may need for that. So, and then the other half of it, $5,000 for fitness room equipment. So, and Katie's daughter is a deputy sheriff in Dakota County, so she's familiar with the job and you know, the importance of wellness, and so very appreciative of
Yeah,
the
yes.
donation. And I would ask the board to accept this donation as well.
I make a motion to accept the $10,000 donation, Resolution 2593.
Thank you, Jeff.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Shane. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina.
Yes.
Rapp.
Yes.
Way.
Yes.
Meyer.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. And the last item is the Assistant Jail Administrator position. Our current Assistant Jail Administrator is planning to retire in February. And it's, I'll call it it's an upper management position. So it's one of those positions that it is helpful to have whoever replaces them work with them for at least a short amount of time to get some familiarity with what the position is in the operation at the jail. And so this request today is that I be allowed to hire that position and have 2 assistant jail administrators at the same time. So 2 people for 1 position. Because of that, it allows for that ability for training time. It's not impossible to do it without it, but it's more difficult. And so to have this overlap would be very helpful in this position. So today my request or ask of the board is that I be allowed to hire or promote a person to the assistant jail administrator position while the current assistant is still working. And the retirement date for the current assistant is February 14th, 2026.
Mr. Chair, I have a question. Terry, when do you plan on hiring this person? How long is going to be the overlap?
As soon as possible, actually. You asked when?
Yeah, when would you get the person hired?
We're hoping
Have you
to
posted it
interview
yet?
this week.
Oh, okay.
And then, by next week or the week
You
after.
have somebody in-house.
I'm sorry?
You have somebody in-house, probably?
We do have in-house applicants, so if we're able to hire from those, it could happen within a week or two. If we're not, if we open it up, then the process, we may not be able to get the overlap.
And if you hire from within, at least they'll have a little bit of experience.
Um,
If you hire from within, you would have a little experience with what goes on over there, or isn't from in that area.
From within, certainly they would have some
Some.
experience, but not experience at
Right.
this level. It'd be, to put it, I guess, compare it, it's like the sheriff and chief deputy at the jail. Obviously, they work for the sheriff and chief deputy, but it's very similar to that. Excuse me. Jail administrator and the assistant jail administrator do the operation of the jail. And so it's an important position, and having that overlap would be beneficial for the person that replaces them and beneficial for my office and the county. So that's why I'm making that request for the overlap.
All righty. Board's wishes.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the overlap for hiring of assistant jail
Thank you, Shane.
administrator.
I'll second.
Thank you, Tim. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Kalina.
Yes.
Rapp.
Yes.
Way.
Yes.
Meyer.
Yes.
Schmidt.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Mr. Erickson.
I got one more comment.
Oh, oh.
Troy?
Troy,
Troy?
I got one question here.
I got a comment. I want to say thank you for the school patrol. It's working, and I've seen the effects of it, and tell you guys, good job. So,
Yeah. Yeah. You bet, thank you. Okay, Mr. Erickson.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. We just have a couple of drainage projects to final out with the board today. There's one on ditch 3, branch 5. There's actually two separate ones on ditch 3, branch 6. Shane will tell you a little bit about all of those. Those two on branch 6, those were actually approved back in 2024. So we're just finishing up something from the Tom Anderson era even, so.
Yeah, so the branch 5 was just a clean out and level the spoil piles and seeding, and that's now complete. Just looking for approval on final payment on that. And then like Tim was saying, branch 6 was just some spoils piles left over from a project that was approved in 2024. So that's now complete as well.
All righty.
I'll make a motion to approve final payment on County Ditch 3, Branch 5 repair.
Thank you, Tim.
a second.
Thank you, Jeff. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Rapp.
Yes.
Way.
Yes.
Meyer.
Yes.
Schmidt.
Yes.
Kalina.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right.
Okay. And then, yeah, for ditch 3, branch 6, there's actually 2 separate payments, but because there's 2 separate projects, but it's the same contractor. So if you guys want to take them together, if you want to take them separate, I'm going to say that's board's call.
I say we take them together. All right, board's wishes there.
I'll make a motion to approve final payment on County Ditch 3, Branch 6 repair.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Shane. Any other questions?
Yeah, just one.
Yep.
Or do we have, are these all loans from Vicky?
These ones have funds in them, do they not? I think that's the question, correct? Where are we sitting with the funding? I think we had funding on these when they were awarded.
Did we have funds?
I think we did when they were awarded.
No, not quite.
Nope, we are in the hole.
I've just seen that now too.
Nope.
I'm sorry. Yep. That's fine too. Close enough. That's what I was wondering if we should change their percentage.
For the percentage.
Right,
Yeah, so
that's
we
the
can-
only thing.
We can discuss that next week at the fall
All
planning
right,
meeting.
we can do that. Very good.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Anything else? Lene, please.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina,
Yes.
Rapp,
Yes.
motion carries.
All righty. Tim, one quick question. That ditch there by Ron's warehouse, do we get involved there?
We do through the flood board, yes.
Okay. Did he get a hold of you?
He must have called me yesterday. I haven't had a chance to call him back.
Okay.
I will call around.
All right. Very good. Thanks.
All right.
Mr.
The
Chair,
rocks roll again?
That's a great question. We'll see what he's got for us.
All right.
Mr. Chair, I got a question now. Is Voyager Drive all done?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, Voyager Drive is all done. So that was another flood board channel project. Yeah, that was all done. Mark had that paved, was that last week or the week before?
I know the seating was left. I just wondered if they got it seated and stuff. so.
I believe they have.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, thanks, guys. Mr. Rush, you're up next.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So the first item I have for you is final plat of ELC Acres. This is a one-lot plat, Carlos Township. You can see the location map up there. They met, we didn't have any specific requirements, and they met all of the standard requirements for final plat approval, so we recommend the plat for recording. Oh, I should say, they did not put it in here. We have a developer agreement associated with this plat. The developer is going to put in the connection to central sewer. He's provided us a financial guarantee. So we should be considering that agreement and then the final plat for recording.
So I got to ask Dave, is there anything proposed for water softener, salt, as far as,
There is nothing. The preliminary plat was recommended for approval as presented, meaning there were no conditions on it.
okay?
The final plat is what's being presented to you today, so if they've met all of the conditions, then we would ordinarily approve it for recording.
And he's going to get us, Mr. Chair?
Yes.
A hookup for the sanitary sewer?
Correct. The proposed lot there doesn't have its own connection, so the developer is proposing to provide us financial security, enter into an agreement, and then probably next spring, put that line in, that connection.
Build a house?
I
Put
don't
in a
know what the
softener.
plan is to
Put in a
construct there.
softener.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think all new housing that gets built on the sewer should have on-site discharge for a water softener discharge or a salt-free one. I'm telling you, we can't be that naive that we're doing this we just can't be. So anyway, I'm saying if that isn't in there, I would add it. In order-
Mr. Chair, there is no mechanism at this point for you to add that kind of requirement on a plat.
Okay, okay. Then when Mr. Gilbertson comes here, are we going to be able to arrange something with them that this gets initiated in the future? Because I'm telling you, we cannot sit back here and go after the sewer systems and make these people dance to all the stuff that has to be done for a sewer system, and then we let this happen. And that water goes right into Lake Winona, right down the chain of lakes, and we're putting impaired water into our water system, and we're saying it's okay.
No,
It's
absolutely
ridiculous.
understand that. I think, Mr. Chair, there's in general two paths that you could proceed as a county to address this concern. One of the paths is that the sanitary district has a set of bylaws, and those bylaws apply to any wastewater generating facility that is connected to the system. So the wastewater district has the ability to put requirements on what happens in those wastewater generating facilities, houses, sheds, whatever. And they can regulate what goes into their system and what has to stay out of their system. The other way that you could approach this is in Douglas County is in our zoning ordinance or our subdivision ordinance, you could make a requirement that any newly platted piece of land has to provide that kind of provision where they're either using some sort of on-demand softening system or have an on-site backwash discharge system. The challenge is going to be in the method that I just described about for new subdivisions, is that then that relies on Douglas County to make sure that when a house gets connected to a sewer system over which we have no authority and responsibility, that we have to determine what kind of system they have for their backwash water.
But you said sewer system. I mean, are you saying on-site?
Nope.
Okay.
On-site
All right.
systems
All
do
right.
not discharge
All right.
to
That's fine.
the sanitary sewer, so.
Okay, well, anyway, all I'm saying here is we're we're only fooling ourselves if we don't fix this.
Mr. Chair, I got a question. Why don't you or I or somebody go to the sanitary district meeting?
Okay,
Let's go to theirs
okay?
instead of waiting for them to come to us.
So, Mr. Chair, so we were discussing having the
Scott
director of the sewer district come and speak with you at the work session this morning. He is not available. There, on the 16th of December, there is a chloride advisory committee meeting. I believe it's on the 16th. Would that be a Tuesday?
Yes,
Yeah, so from 10 to noon on Tuesday, which is the same day that you have a board meeting at
yep.
the same time, there is a chloride advisory committee meeting. That committee was established by the district to try to address this chloride issue several years ago, and they still hold those meetings. We could also invite Mr. Gilbertson, which I have already, to attend a work session on that day. It would have to be after the chloride meeting ends, or we could have a discussion with him in January. I believe those chloride advisory committee meetings are held quarterly. So if they fall on a day when you don't have a county board meeting, I would certainly recommend and think it would be educational and advisable for one of the commissioners to attend that meeting. And that could actually, because it's a regular occurring meeting, the board might consider next year appointing somebody to attend that meeting. So,
okay,
Mr. Chair, I'm looking for actually two actions then this morning. One would be to approve a developer agreement with the owner of ELC Acres for the installation of sanitary sewer stub on that lot. And then if the board sees fit to approve the final plat for recording.
Board's wishes.
I'll make a motion to approve the final plat for ELC Acres with the sewer stub connection. And what else did you need, Dave?
That agreement. So the sewer stub connection developer agreement. So your motion includes both of those
Yep,
actions.
yep.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Tim.
I second.
Thank you, Jeff. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina,
Yes.
Rapp,
Yeah.
Way.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. So your next item is a preliminary plat. This is in a similar location out there, Carlos Township along Lake Carlos. There's currently 3 platted lots there. The 2 property owners are seeking to divide up ownership of the 3rd lot, so they would be platting, basically realigning the lot lines to end up with 2 platted lots. Planning Commission recommended approval as presented. And
Board's wishes.
Mr. Chair, I would mention too, I apologize, the 2 lots are already built on and connected to central sewer.
The 2 are,
Correct.
and it's gonna go from 3 to 2.
Yeah, the empty lot is going
Is
away.
Commitment also changing of the setback?
There was a variance granted several years ago for the south lot, Mr. Thomas, to maintain the structures that are on there at the setback where they're at. If
So
that's
if there's additional buildings, they're gonna
They
be
have-
in the same situation?
they have to meet today's setback requirements. So if either property owner were to construct a new building, they would have to meet the setback requirements of today.
They will.
Correct. But you can see on
I
that,
read it wrong, and I thought it, okay.
no, they have to. So Mr.
Proposed lot does not meet the 50-foot setback. Okay, well, but you said if they do build anything on it, it will have to meet the new,
Correct.
okay? Motion to approve.
Thank you, Charlie.
I'll second.
Thank you, Shane. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina,
Yes.
Rapp,
Yes.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Very good. The last item I have for you is the biennial natural resources block grant that we receive from the state. Every couple years, you're asked to approve acceptance of this grant. So these are dollars from the state that they provide us to help support the operation of these programs. Several of these programs are handled by the Soil and Water Conservation District, and that would be the local water management planning and the Wetland Conservation Act enforcement. And there is a grant in there for septic treatment system upgrade for low-income properties. Those are handled by the Soil and Water Conservation District. And then the Shoreland, which is the money that helps support our enforcement of the state's shoreland rules, as well as the septic treatment systems program. That's money from the Pollution Control Agency to help support our enforcement and oversight of individual septic treatment systems. So what we're asking for today is for the board to approve the proposed resolution to accept those funds for this biennium.
So Dave, what's the, like on a sewer system, what would the average person get towards a on-site sewer system?
In that grant
Yeah,
program?
yes.
I don't recall exactly. It's more than half of the cost. It's a significant,
Mr. Chair, I
grant
think
for
it's
those.
70%.
70?
I think it's 70%.
yeah,
of
you've,
the cost.
if you're on the soil and water.
I'm not on the board,
But
but I,
you've sat there when they've reviewed those.
but I'm pretty sure that it's 70% of the total cost.
Yeah, it's a significant amount, so.
I'm sure it is correct, 70%.
All right, all right.
Thank you.
Very good. So we have a resolution here.
Motion to approve resolution 2594 to accept the grant.
Thank you, Charlie.
A second.
Thank you, Jeff. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Kalina,
Yes.
Rapp,
Yes.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All righty, I think
Thank
we
you.
got you. Thank you. Tabitha, you're up next.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
I have 3 items for you today. The first is a request to approve the Children's Mental Health Screening Grant. So this is a grant that we received from the state of Minnesota that yields funds based on screenings that we do for youth who are involved in child protection intervention. So we do a screener on them, and at the end of the year, the state kind of tallies up how many screenings we did, both within our office and anybody involved in like a juvenile justice placement, and then they return some of those dollars back to us to be able to put in services to support children and families to address their mental health needs. So we specifically utilize those dollars to put in family-based services and child respite care for families who are interested in those services. So the allocation for 2026, which is the calendar year allocation, is $26,975. I'm looking for acceptance of those funds, approval of the contract, and also signatory authority to process that contract via DocuSign. A lot of the contracts that we're working with now are being sent electronically through DocuSign and require an electronic signature. So I'm just requesting signatory authority to process that grant.
So Tabitha, do the parents get screened as well here? I mean, you know, when you're screening the children, usually there's something, a problem with the family, would you say?
There's a full family assessment, absolutely.
Okay.
There's a full family assessment. This very particular tool is an actual evidence-based screening tool to identify any particular needs around children's mental health specifically.
All right, very well. Board's wishes.
I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 2595, Children's Mental Health Screenings Grant for 2026.
Thank you, Tim.
A second.
Thank you, Jeff. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Rapp,
Yes.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. The second thing that I have for you is a request to approve the behavioral health amendment. So in July, I brought before you a new grant that we had received from the Behavioral Health Administration to assist with early engagement and intervention for people who might be at risk for civil commitment due to their mental illness. Once we completed that contract, the state came back and said that there were some additional dollars available for grantees who were awarded those awards, and asked if we wanted to extend the timeline of the previous grant. So my request is to approve the amendment to extend the timeline of that grant. So previously it went from July 25 to June of 26. This addendum would extend, or this amendment, excuse me, would extend the timeline through June of 27. So one additional year, and that would provide an additional $71,374 for that timeline. There are no changes to the overall contract, just the additional dollars and the extension of the timeline.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2596 to extend the behavioral health amendment
Thank you, Charlie.
grant.
I'll second.
Thank you, Tim.
I
Any
have
other?
a question on.
Yes, Jeff.
Mr. Chair. in section 21, it says that no religious-based counseling, and the county agrees that no religious-based counseling shall take under the aspect of the contract. So what does that mean?
That is very common language in state grants, ultimately indicating that the agency would not be able to utilize those specific grant dollars to pay for religious-based counseling services. This particular grant goes primarily towards staffing and or additional training needs that might be specific to that staff. So none of these dollars would be intended for that kind of a service. So that language in the contract wouldn't limit us.
Already.
Chair, I got one more
Yes.
question. Tabitha, so if they were using a faith-based, is that still considered religion, or is it just faith-based then? Because there's some good faith-based counseling out there.
Yeah, I think certainly as an agency, we provide services to families who are interested in the services that they're interested in the community, right? If they have a faith-based affiliation, we are happy to assist them in accessing those. We just would not be able to utilize grant dollars to do that, but that does not limit the ways in which we provide support and services to the families we're working with. So even when that is in contracts, because that is common language in all of the state contracts, unfortunately, that does not limit how we provide service to our families. We just know that we aren't able to utilize those grant
Lose half your
dollars.
providers.
What was that?
You'd lose half your providers if you
No, but-
eliminated faith-based.
Right, that's,
Yeah, that's
my
what I
question
mean.
is like
You
Minnesota.
wouldn't dare, I mean, it's understand, I know what Mr., what Jeff was talking about, but,
Yeah,
the counselors you don't want to lose
Well,
because
like
of
Minnesota Teen
religious.
Challenge, that's faith-based.
Yeah.
absolutely. And if that's a component that's important to the families that we're supporting, absolutely, we align them with those providers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina,
Yes.
Rapp.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. And the final thing that I have for you is seeking approval for a Someplace Safe Parenting Time Center contract. This is a contract that we have had for several years. This is a service that we utilize to support families often engaged in child protection interventions to have supervised and supported contact with their children when their children may be in out-of-home placement, or if there's reunification efforts in place so that they can have a space to be, have staff who are trained, supporting, guiding those interactions. It's a very important service for us, so there are no changes to this contract from years prior. Just looking forward to getting it in place for 2026.
All righty, board's wishes.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to approve Someplace Safe Parenting Time contract.
Thank you, Shane.
I'll second that.
Thank you, Tim. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina,
Yes.
Rapp,
Yes.
Way.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All righty, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Vicky Doling.
And good morning, Mr. Chair, members of the board. I've got two items for you. Both are resolutions, and both have to do with gambling permits. The first being Ducks Unlimited State Committee, Chapter MN001, seeking to conduct a raffle at Arrowwood Resort and Conference Center, February 13th and 14th of 2026.
Okay,
Mr. Chair, I make a motion, we approve resolution 25-97 to permit DU to have their gambling.
thank you, Charlie. I'll second it. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina,
Yes.
Rapp,
Yes.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer.
Yes.
Motion carries.
And then the second is a Ladies of the Lake, seeking to also conduct a raffle at Arrowwood Resort. This will be on February 14th, 2026.
All at the state conference, yeah. I'll make a motion, we approve resolution 25-98, allow the state gambling.
Thank you, Charlie.
I'll second.
Thank you, Tim. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Kalina,
Yes.
Rapp,
Yes.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Vicki. Jill?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Few items for you this morning. The first item is just looking for a motion to approve bills totaling $2,744,999.25.
Board's wishes.
Motion to pay the bills.
Thank you, Tim.
Second.
Thank you, Shane. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Rapp,
Yes.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina.
Yes.
Motion carries.
The second item I have, which is typical around this time of year, Clifton Larson Allen, who has performed our audit, I think since 2012 maybe, has given us a statement of work for the 2025 audit year, which is in your packet. Couple of things to note, the last, not last year, but the 2 years prior, we had them do some pulling together of financials just because of staffing. Last year, that was in the estimate, and we didn't end up needing to use that. We were able to do that with the staff that we had in-house now that Brandon is in that role. So the proposal for 25 does not have that particular fee in there. Other than that, it's pretty standard. For the last several years, we have had to do more than 2 programs for a single audit. So that may be the case again in 25, I'm not sure. We don't have the ARPA money anymore, so I'm not sure if we'll need a third program for a single audit or not. But if you have any questions for me, I'd be
They give
happy
you,
to.
or, Mr. Chair, did they give you a number on increasing?
Yeah, the fees are listed in here,
I see the fee schedule, but it doesn't, okay.
yeah.
But
And
there's no
I,
real, is there a 3% or anything like that? They didn't say? Not really?
I can't remember what it was last year.
I like that the discount of their hourly rate, but they don't tell us what the hourly rate is.
Yeah, they're significant.
Changes according to what they want.
Yeah.
right.
We do have enough money factored into the budget for what this proposal shows
Oh, I know.
for 25.
I make a motion that the county engages with CLA for their audit again.
All right, thank you, Charlie.
I'll second that.
Thank you, Tim. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina,
Yes.
Rapp.
Yes.
Motion carries.
So Jerry, you should have gotten an email from them about that with a link to sign that
Right,
agreement.
right.
But if you have any questions, let me know.
Yeah, I don't.
The last item I have, earlier this year, I had come to you for one of our full-time centralized accounting technician positions and requested that be converted to a part-time position temporarily, with the hope that that individual would be able to come back to work full-time in the fall, and that has not been the case. So I am requesting that you allow me to convert that part-time position back to the original full-time position in the same slot number, effective December 1st. I think I put her 11/26. Do you have any questions for me around that?
Mr. Chair, I got a question. So has this person quit or resigned or?
We, at this point, there haven't been a lot of hours worked, even in the part-time capacity.
Okay,
And I don't believe there will be in the foreseeable future. We were thrown out a date quite a ways in the future. So just for our existing staff that are left, to help them out, it would be good to convert this back to full-time and hire someone.
well, I'll make a motion to convert back to full-time in the finance department.
Thank you, Tim.
Second.
Thank you, Jeff. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina,
Yes.
Rapp,
Yes.
Way,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jill. Lee, County Coordinator, please.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, Commissioners. I'm here to get some action on a new required state leave that starts in 2026. As you know, we have other types of leaves like family medical leave and conference leave and parental leave. We've got our vacation and our sick leave. The state has a mandated leave to be added to that, and it's under statute 268B to begin on 1/1 of '26. We need to get a policy distributed to the employees as well as a informational poster on December 1st also as per the law. This leave will give an additional 12 weeks of medical leave for serious health conditions for employees for themselves, and then up to 12 weeks additional for family leave that may be used for bonding or caring of a serious medical condition with a family member or military family leave. There's a maximum of 20 weeks total that could be used. There's also a cap if they're using this intermittently versus continuously. So all that is contained in our policy that you have before you. And that our staff in putting that policy together has gone through numerous trainings, some with private attorneys, some with the state. We've consulted with David Drown and Associates and used the Minnesota Deed frequently asked questions email system they have to get our answers and put this together. We'll be notifying the employees very soon here before this month runs out through our Kronos announcement system, and they'll have a signature required that they click to acknowledge that the policy was updated and sent to them. So I'm asking the board to approve this Douglas County new policy to comply with the Minnesota paid leave law, which is required under Minnesota statute 268B.
Well, all right. You know, I'm just going to make a comment here. I think this is absolutely ridiculous that we're being forced to do something like this here. And I often say to myself, isn't the employer have some kind of a right as well? I don't know how you can operate a business like this, and they're forcing us to do this. I mean, we don't have a choice, and that's the part that I don't like. The fact that we are forced to do something when it makes no sense that you would have this much time off. I realize some people have bad luck, but this here, in my opinion, has gone too far. That's my statement. I know we're forced to do something here, but that should be said. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, and I agree with a lot of what you said, but the other thing is I've heard rumblings, are they going to talk about at some point trying to blend them all together at the policy? You know, here we are with another new policy and all the different leaves that we do have already. I mean,
With the E.
one thing at a time, I would imagine, is what I was told, but because it doesn't make a lot of sense going forward. You're gonna have to hire 2 people for every position, you know.
Yeah, and there's some leaves that overlap.
There's quite a bit of overlap.
So there might be some that, and the Minnesota parental leave might be something I would think the state would revisit because it's kind of accomplishes the same goal.
It is the same thing.
The big difference with this one is that employees can receive up to 90% of their weekly pay which,
Up from 60 or something like that.
yeah, there's different ranges, and there's a blend of percentages, but the maximum is 90%.
Yep.
What's, Chair, same thing with the earned sick leave. They could combine all that into that too.
Make it a lot simpler. even.
Yep.
It's not- Anyway, like Jerry says, there isn't a lot of, there is no choices. This is what's always cute, because here we're still supposed to make a motion and also move.
All right, thank
That
you,
we
Charlie.
stay in compliance with the state.
There you go.
How's that?
Thank you,
I
Charlie.
got a question. for
Yes,
you.
Tim.
A second. An employee, can they opt out of this, or is this, you cannot opt out?
Well, okay, so yeah, everybody's included. It's a one-size-fits-all program. Everybody pays for it. The employers and the employees most likely will pay. There's a shared cost that pays premium to the state to run this. When an employee has a qualifying event, they can choose to use this plan, and they would interact with the state in our case. We're choosing to have the state plan instead of a private plan, and that would be their option. If they weren't interested, they don't have to apply for this program. So it would be on the employee's shoulders to decide if they want to participate in this new state plan when they need leave or not.
But they would still get a .44 deduction whether they use it or not, right?
Correct, everybody pays for it.
Yeah, that's what I was getting
Can't-
at, because,
Tim, they can't opt out.
yeah, because a lot of the employees
Oh,
will never, ever use this. And then there's some that'll abuse it, you know what I'm saying?
that's human nature.
Yeah,
And you're right, but there's no opting out, so it is just as difficult on the ones that don't like it either. But we need to hear from them.
Yeah,
Not
that-
us, but
not us.
probably somebody
Yeah.
in St. Paul could use a little of that.
All right, we have a motion.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Shane. Anything else? Lene, please.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina,
yes.
Rapp,
Yep.
Way,
No.
Meyer,
Yep.
motion carries.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Brent Berkland, you're up next.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Mr. Chair, the IT department is racing against the calendar here as we prepare for next year. We have submitted in next year's budget infrastructure replacement and upgrades that include server, storage, and networking gear. Due to lead times from the manufacturers, we hope to not only be here today, but next meeting as well, to approve the quotes for the server and storage side of the project. Today, I'm here presenting a motion to approve a switch quoted in the amount of $11,600, almost $97. This equipment has been end of life for a period of time, and that presents some challenges for us, because not only does the manufacturer not support enhancements to the equipment, we can't get bug fixes and, more importantly, security updates to that equipment. So this is a very important piece of equipment that connects everybody to our data center. So I received 2 quotes from resellers I've done quite a bit of business with over the years, and one was substantially cheaper, and it's the exact same part numbers and SKUs, so I was very happy to get it at this price. And it is, I do have room.
You had it in your
the
budget. It
Yep.
shows, that's what it
Yep,
says.
we're just preparing for the first of the year.
Mr. Chair, I got, now, can you install this, or this is install
No, it's all
price?
us. Yeah, we're doing it.
You're doing it?
Yeah.
Okay, this is just the product?
Pardon me?
This is just the product? This-
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve.
Thank you, Charlie.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Tim. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Rapp,
Yes.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brent. Okay, next we have appointment to the Library Board, District 3. And I'm going to appoint Kevin Lee to the library board for a 3-year term commencing January 1, 2026. And I see Mr. Lee back there, so thank you. And, well, we have items from the floor. Any items from the floor? I don't see any. So we'll have a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second?
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Shane. Lene, please.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina,
Yes.
Rapp,